How's it going? And welcome to episode 2 of the FIFA Ultimate Team Let's Play. And this is basically how it's going to be. So, when I'm not doing a live commentary, these post-commentary videos are going to basically be highlight videos of some sort. So I'm going to have a whole bunch of clips in a video, and it's going to show you maybe my attacks, the opponent's attacks, my goals, their goals, fouls. It's just going to be a whole bunch of little short clips. I'm not going to show you the entire video, so I'm going to try to see how many games I can fit into a single video. Today's video only has 2 games, and they're both Division 10. So yeah, right here, this part of the video might actually look different than the rest of the part because I actually had to get this through the share button. I forgot to hit record I forgot to hit record in the very beginning of the game, of this game and the next game, and Meyer coming up big with a free kick goal. And free kick goals have come in FIFA 15 a lot, actually. I already have 3, and I believe a lot of people have been saying that just free kicks in general in this game are really easy. So free kicks within, I think, 30 yards should be makeable if you have a decent player that can curve the ball, because they really are that easy. I've probably only had 5 free kicks inside 30 yards, and I've usually made a good amount of them. Right here I get another chance, but unfortunately I try it with Giovanni, and his left foot is not very good. So I'm hoping that this actual video finally finishes rendering. For some reason, I've tried doing this video multiple times. I cannot emphasize on the multiple enough, but it has just not been able to do it. So I will be so happy if this finally works. So I do have certain things I want to talk about in this video, particularly FIFA 15. I have not been able to perform very well. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to say that I'm really good at FIFA, but in FIFA 14 I was actually pretty decent. In online Ultimate Team I was able to reach Division 1 at the very beginning of the game's life cycle, and then I stopped playing, and then when I picked up playing again I would bounce around from Division 1 to 3 to sometimes 4, and then I go back up to 1. So I would go up and down, just depending on how well I was playing in a particular spurt. Because I usually played FIFA in spurts. Like, I would play religiously for 1 month, and then I would stop, and then I'd come back, and it just takes some time to get used to. And this FIFA 15, I've noticed, has taken me a while just to get used to the game. And game 1 of this series, like episode 1 of this series, probably showed you that I would do shots off big time, and right there friend joined a party, and that's basically why I haven't been able to do live commentaries on all the games that I wanted to do, which was my original idea. I was going to do live commentaries on all my FIFA games, but it turns out a lot of my friends were getting FIFA, so we started to party chat, and that kind of makes the game even better. Just the environment and the atmosphere just changes when you play with friends, and it gets hilarious because sometimes we have a group where maybe we have a rager in the party and it's hilarious to everyone, and then we might have someone that over exaggerates or just gets too enthusiastic, and when he scores he's just like, yeah, go. And like, we just have a whole bunch of characters, and I wish that we could record party chat, because if we could, I would probably do that a lot more for certain videos, like just for doubles, and for instance, because I want to record doubles. I wish I could record party chat so you could pick up my partner's chat as well. But back to what I was saying. So what was I saying? Something about FIFA 15 taking long to get used to, or taking a while to get used to. It's not taking me a long time, it's because I'm kind of already getting used to it, but it has taken me a while. So the first episode, you noticed that I was just hitting shots wide to open the game, and it still happens every so often where I'm like, okay, I did not expect that to happen. So it's taken me a while, but I think I'm starting to get into the groove, and I think it's because I was playing this game like if I was going to play FIFA 14, and this game is completely different from FIFA 14. It feels different. So if you're having troubles like I was, you probably have to adjust your play. I've been struggling recently. I don't want to say like what's my record so far, because that might be a little bit spoilerish, but I've been struggling, and now that I've adjusted my play, I feel like I'm doing a little bit better. Maybe I was just holding turbo too much, because pace in this game is king for sure. If you have a pacey team, you are going to do very well, and maybe that's just my problem. I don't have a really pacey team. Like the team you're seeing right now is no longer the team that I run with, and in future videos I'll show you my actual squad now, and I'm still just improving my squad. And pace seems to be king in this game, and I've gotten beat just by pace alone. Like, they might just not have the best players in the world, but pace is king. And right here, this is the end to the game number 2, and it was just insane. I had so many emotions running through me. It was nervousness, it was frustration because I just could not get the ball out. I should have just like lobbed it out of there. And then it was happiness right after they do this corner. Come on, man, kick the corner, kick the corner. What's taking so long? There you go. You kick the corner, and we just catch it. And after we catch it, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to hold it with Memo, and we're not going to get rid of it because I just don't want to give this guy another chance. So we are 2-0 now in Ultimate Team in Division 10, and the next game should start up pretty soon. But yeah, so I think personally for me anyways, I've just been holding down turbo way too much because I know how important pace is in this game. So I kind of started just passing the ball a little bit more and making the ball actually work for me instead of like trying just to turbo my way into everything, because that has not been working personally for me. And maybe I'm just a little bit too aggressive on defense as well, which I'll bring up in future videos where I'll actually have proof of those situations. So right here, again, I forgot to hit record at the very beginning of the game, so it's already 1-1. He scored with Jermaine Defoe on a very easy thing. Like I said, pace is king. And then I scored on a Giovanni Dos Santos goal. And right here, I wish it could hit the top right corner, but unfortunately it did not. So I actually had another thing that I want to talk about, and it's FIFA 15 related as well, but it has something to do with the transfer market. So, oh, I just dropped a pencil. Yeah, so I was trying to go for this particular player. I'm not going to say what player it is because it's kind of spoilerish, because he is a huge part of my team now, but I was trying to buy him and he was going up for such and such coins. Well, I only had enough to actually bid for him and hopefully win him just on a slightly reduced scale, because he was going for by now I think 7,000 or 8,000 more coins than what I had. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try bidding and see if I'm able to come up lucky. So FIFA Ultimate Team, I guess the servers weren't ready for how many people were actually gonna be on. I believe it was yesterday. Let me look at the calendar. Yeah, it was definitely yesterday. So I was bidding on the player, I was bidding on him, and eventually I ended up winning one. But this is where FIFA decides to just bite me in the ass. It's like, oh, you just won, and I just realized I scored a goal with Carlos Vela. Awesome. But it's like, oh, you won one? Because they actually told me, do you want to put them in your club? Well, I don't know what happened. Like I said, maybe it's the servers, and they were just really messed up at the time. I saw 0, and it was like, you want to put them in the club? All of a sudden, the counter resetted to, I think, 50 or 20. I don't know what happened, but someone made a bid. And they made a bid to the point where I can't even bid anymore. So I was like, oh my god, he was mine. What happened there? So I was frustrated. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go play some games. I'm going to get some more coins so that situation does not happen again. So I come back maybe an hour and a half when I actually have a lot more coins. And so I try bidding for him again, and I'm bidding and I'm bidding and I'm bidding. And all of a sudden, FIFA, once again, bites me in the ass. And it's like, yo, I know you're trying to bid on this guy, but we're going to kick you out of the transfer market. So it kicks me out. I'm like, okay, no big deal. I'm going to get back in and just bid for him again. Well, for some reason, it didn't give me back the coins that I had just bid because I was outbid. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to outbid him again because I had enough coins. But for some reason, it just didn't give me back the coins that I had lost in that bid. So I couldn't bid on him. I was just like, really, FIFA? And so when I lost him, after the time went up and the other guy won him, it gave me back my coins. So I was like, oh my god. And Gio with the goal. Awesome. So yeah, like I was just really frustrated. And so I said, you know what? I'm just going to wait it out. So I waited until FIFA Ultimate Team was doing a lot better. The servers weren't constantly kicking me out of Ultimate Team. So now I do have that player, and I really wish that I could say what player that is, but his price has been going up. So I'm even contemplating maybe selling him. I don't know. When I finally am able to talk about what player it is, I may request you guys to maybe give me some tips on maybe I might sell him. I don't know, like maybe some advice if I should sell him or if I should keep him, because he's doing really well. besides everyone else, I guess. Like, everyone has been doing very well on my team, but I think he's excelled, and that's always a good thing. So right here, I was like, let me just lob it in there and see if it happens, but I think I ended up editing it out anyways because it ended up being a really bad attempt anyways. So this gameplay is already going to come to an end also, but we had plenty of opportunities to score a fourth goal. This is actually going to be the final score, 3-2, but just like the last game, I almost throw it away at the end. So right here, I'm going to be showing you some pretty good opportunities at the end. I think right here I'm gonna hook up with another shot. Who's this gonna be? Chicharito. Chicharito gets blocked. He knew I was gonna shoot it. He picks it up, but I think right after this I have another opportunity. Like, I had many chances at a goal in this game, and I was lucky to get 3 of them. I could have honestly gotten a little bit more, but I just could not capitalize on the opportunities right there. Giovanni just goes way wide right because I think he's lefty. I can't remember. I always get my players confused, but I believe he is lefty. So right here, we're going to skip on ahead towards the end of the game where it's already at the 86th minute, and I'm just like, okay, just got to hold it, just got to hold it. And like the first game, I almost screwed this up. So they're going to get a free kick. I'm like, okay, that's no big deal. They're pretty far away. They're not going to be able to do much. So right here, he just kicks it short. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get this ball back. I know. Oh, my God, how'd that pass fit? Well, we got it back. And just like the last game where emotions were going through a whole bunch of different roller coaster rides, this is how I felt in this game as well. So I'm passing the ball. He gets it back. He gets another corner kick. I'm like, oh, my God, not this again. Let's please just get it out of here. And so I was like, all right, all we got to do is hopefully he kicks it bad and Memo just gets it again. Well, he kicked it pretty well this time, but now it's going to go out of bounds. And I said, okay, let's just keep it out of here. We're going to keep it out of the box. So right when I get it in, I pass it back to the guy. It's like, okay, I think this is good enough. Glenn Johnson should have this. It's all good. And nope, we're going to turn it over. And this is when I got nervous. I say, oh, my God, just got to defend for my life here. And we get it back. But we're going to give it back to him. We can't seem to hold on to the ball at the end of the game. And I said, you know what? Maybe if I tried to make an attack, like if I actually try to score, maybe it'll happen. So I take off, and I'm all by myself with Chicharito. He's bringing the goalie out, and unfortunately the chip shot was not enough power. So the game's already coming to an end. We're 3-0. We got our promotion. And the next video should include the Division 10 title game and maybe some more games. I know for a fact we are going to include some Division 9 games, and that's when things get pretty interesting. So, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this FIFA Let's Play, and I'll see you guys later for another FIFA video and maybe whatever else I'm uploading at this time. Alright, guys, peace.
Which will give them the chance to go up as champions. That would really just complete it all beautifully for them, wouldn't it?
Well, it would. It would be interesting to see whether they've still got that edge to the game, because they've done the hard part, what they were aiming for. So can they keep on going and actually get the title?
So promotion secured today and a potential title on the horizon this season. I'll leave you with the full match highlights, and until next time, I'm Jeff.